Hi Gem, my name is Tiana and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. I am so happy that you came across this video and found my little growing channel, and welcome to all the new subscribers that have been coming on. I really appreciate you, and I hope today's message is, or this week's message is of great value to you. I am just here to offer a brand new fun perspective on the energies that are going on in your life. If you want to skip ahead, you can. I just have to go through my little spiel. This, of course, is a general reading, and my readings aren't date specific, so you might be watching this from a year from now, or perhaps some of my recent earlier videos may resonate with you more. And don't forget to check out your moon and sun or rising signs too, and just practice that intuitive feeling. So it might not even be any of those signs, and just a totally random signs message really resonates with you. So I encourage you to be open to thinking that way as well. And you can switch around the character, so I might be speaking directly to you, or I might be talking to the cross watcher if you're watching. Hi. And I also might just be talking about another key player, not like a player, but just a character, a person in your life that is having a big influence and is coming into the reading. So you might want to rewatch a video from a different perspective if that helps. And I am also an artist. You can check out my Etsy store, and I really hope there are some cool things that you like. And I also do jewelry, so this necklace is for sale. I make jewelry. Anyway, let's just jump right into your reading. Gem, it is so exciting. This is your overall energy, and you have magic and fertility. So awesome. And I want to focus on fertility first. And this is just such a beautiful, beautiful card. Whether you are male or female, don't pay too much of gender here, or in anything that I'm saying. And of course, fertility is more of a divine feminine quality, but it doesn't matter, because we all have different ratios of divine feminine and divine masculine. So even if you are a man, this is just depicting that you have tilled the soil for your manifestations to start really growing and sprouting and blossoming, which is really, really exciting. And we have the 2 and the 7 that come to a 9. So this is depicting to me that moment right before something manifests, right before your life improves. There's an upgrade, there's a promotion, and things are starting to gain momentum, gain traction. You know, the baby is growing inside of the womb, and it's just like days or weeks or months before you get to see your brand new baby. So it has this very, very exciting energy, and it's just so beautiful. So whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest, whatever it is that you're wanting to create, Gem, it is in the process of manifesting very, very soon. And so I'm also getting the feeling that if you aren't already doing this, you are advised to be a little bit softer, a little bit gentler, a little bit more allowing. Let things come to you, that sort of thing. Especially if you're a man. You guys are just so awesome. You guys are the providers. You guys are the action takers. Women are too, but men just love, doing stuff. And this is just kind of advising you to kind of lean back just a little bit, Gem. Even if you're a woman, just lean back a little bit and have more of that faith and trust and allowing in terms of whatever it is that you're wanting to create, especially if you're starting to feel more of that angst and struggle towards it, or taking score too soon, or any of those kinds of energies. And I just love all the pinks and the greens. So the pinks, well, that red is the root chakra, and then the green is the heart chakra. So and then we have a lot of blue too. So this is a combination of feeling really rooted, feeling very creative, and also creating and feeling rooted in your heart space and opening up and letting your heart open and blossom. And then being able to speak that and express that and communicate all of that yummy, wonderful stuff. So let's read the card. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, and more creative and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Basically confirms everything that I just said. Now we have magic. Oh my gosh, this is just so incredible. Now the color, we have a lot of purple here, which to me represents abundance, represents loyalty, represents deep, deep insight and wisdom, and pulling information from different realms, different dimensions, and bringing them into the physical. And I just think it's the perfect color for magic. And the 3 and the 1 come to a 4. So I feel like things are starting to take tangible form, or they're about to, like I was just saying. And you might also be experiencing synchronicities. You're just experiencing more synchronicities, like, oh, I was just reading about that, or I was just thinking about that, or just all of these 3D synchronicities and manifestations are just all gaining momentum and just all reflecting back to you. And it's just so important to really acknowledge all the magic that is around you, like a beautiful sunset, the sun glittering and glistening on a lake, birds singing, butterflies, just a beautiful weather, a baby smiling or laughing, amazing music, whatever it is, there's magic to be found and music to be found everywhere. And the more that you can see magic, the more that you'll see the magic within you, and the more you'll be able to see that you are a magician and you are a wizard and you have the power to create world and the power to create anything. And dreaming bigger and bigger and bigger, like with fertility, you are creating a bigger and grander and better life than you've experienced so far. So, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I will read it to you now. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. So yes, the more that you can see the magic, how do I say it? The more that you can see the magic, the more life force is going to flow through you, and the more ideas and inspiration and all of these things will start flowing to you, and it'll start leading you down towards everywhere you want to go. I hope that makes sense. Now we're going to jump into the fairies. We have Tianah the Sylph here. So, oh, this is like, you know, taking a 180 turn, taking a U-turn, and in a really positive direction, in a really exciting direction. And maybe this all has to do with your life purpose. Maybe this has to do with a relationship. This is a general reading, so I'm just trying to give examples of what this all could be about. Maybe you've gone all your life and you thought you were one thing, and now you're kind of like having this new awakening of who you really are, or what you really want to do, or what you're really all about. Anyway, it is some kind of pivotal turning point in your life that is changing the trajectory of your life, while at the same time speeding up the trajectory of your life. So because of this realization is so much more in alignment with who you really are, Gem, things are going to start happening faster and faster and faster, because more of you is becoming more and more on board with your natural stream and natural current of life. And you are air, so you are totally showing up in your element this week, Gem. This is so exciting. Yeah, I think that's all that wanted to come through there. Now we have the journeymen, and so yeah, this new revelation, this new insight, this new circumstance, I mean, this could actually be like a newborn baby, or a new home, a new pet, a new relationship, a new career, whatever it is. I feel like it is you, because you thought you were going, I'll do it this way. Because you thought you were going this one way, and you thought that's what your life would just be, and you were totally fine with that, then this revelation happened, and now you find yourself totally turning and totally focusing on this new endeavor, whatever it is. And now you're kind of finding yourself being in the beginner's mind, and being kind of like a beginner, and it's kind of different for you, and it's very fulfilling and life enhancing and life giving for you, Gem, because I have Gemini in my chart, so I associate gems with like the researchers, and they love seeking knowledge, and they love learning and growing. So this is totally perfect for you, because it is really helping you learn and grow more than it. You might even be feeling younger, whatever this is. It's helping you feel younger and more vibrant. And so you find yourself on this new pathway that you're walking on, and you are finding yourself feeling more like a beginner, like kind of like you're fresh out of college or something. And it's kind of you're kind of finding your balance. It's fun and exciting. It's a little frustrating at times, maybe. But don't beat yourself up if you're just like, why am I not good at this at fresh start out of the gate? You are doing great. Don't beat yourself up about it if that applies. And yeah, I feel like you are starting to live life from this newfound perspective, and it's kind of like you're in a whole other world and you didn't know that life could be this way, or that you didn't know that you would ever maybe be able to do these things. Maybe in the back of your mind you always dreamed of doing that, but you're like, nah, I could never do that. And now you're just like, holy cow, I could actually do that. And so yeah, it's challenging and it's life-giving, and a lot of beginner's mind I'm feeling, but I feel like that is very healthy and good and life enhancing for you. Now we have Mike the Meyer Mancer, and he is all about the details. He's also about contracts, rewriting contracts. Perhaps that applies. Because of this new change, it might be a new work contract. It might be your lease is up, and you're like, oh my God, I can pretty much live wherever I want now. Where do I want to live? Um, or you could be getting a divorce, and the world is your oyster now. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Um, And so there might be something with contracts or something, or there might be a metaphorical rewriting of a contract, um, a rewiring of some sort, maybe a rewiring of your neuroreceptors and your neural pathways and your beliefs, and just the default emotional state that you're in, and how you approach all your relationships in your life and how you show up in your life, and maybe a rewiring or a rewriting of how you do your work. Uh, I'm also getting that whatever it is a lot more authentic for you. It is a lot more in alignment with who you are and what you want and how you feel. Uh, so maybe for a long time you thought, no, I have to do it this way, or people were telling you, no, you have to do it this way. And when everything in your body was saying, no, I want to do it this way. And so now you're finally following that feeling, and it's just so much, it's so freeing for you, Gemini. Now, this also might be, okay, so Geminis are air signs. So Tate the Sylph, I also associate it with putting an Alka-Seltzer tablet in a glass of water and it's fizzing up, fizzing up. And so this might be also a message that's coming through to say, okay, Jem, we have to look at the details. We have to look at the reality of things too. It's great that you have this wonderful grand vision and this new lease on life and this new perspective, but there are some details that are needing your attention, that are needing your energy and your time, and so that, like, the 3D tangible kind of monotonous daily things are needing your attention in some way. Um, even if it's like your spouse or your girlfriend or a boyfriend or a family member is just needing you to put away your phone or your whatever electronics, like or your work, and just sit down and have dinner with them for like 30 minutes every evening, maybe something like that. Um, so yeah, it's some kind of great. Kind of have to ground ourselves a little bit, um, and and if it's you know, that might apply to some gems. And then otherwise, the other message that's coming through is that this new path that you're on requires patience and dedication and deliberateness and a fine-tuning, and you might be wanting to just you know, show everyone your whole dream, and but right now you really need to pay attention to keeping it close to your heart and really fine-tuning all the details and perfecting it so that you can really share it with other people, and for people to really see it from their perspective, because you can see it and feel it in your mind, and not everyone will be able to do that. So yeah, I'm getting like a fine-tuning, detail, patience, and you will reach your goal. You will reach your destination. Now we have the singer of courage and the singer of healing here. You have two singers, and the singers are the top in the deck, because they are the ultimate. They are the unconditional, non-physical energies that we all have access to. And then all the other cards are just extensions of these. So this energy is really, really important. So I feel like the singer of courage is showing up to say, Gem, you do have the courage, you do have the strength, you do have the stamina, you do have the endurance to go the long distance and walk this new path, and have that dedication and persistence and perseverance to pursue your dream, to pursue this person, this career, this heartfelt desire, whatever it is for you. It's going to be different for all of you, but courage is on your side. You have that strength, and for some of you, it might seem like, oh, will I ever get there? And you definitely will, Gemini. You definitely will. And there is a big emphasis of either a needing to heal, or you are in the process of healing. For this new journey that you're on is asking you to release all the things that don't serve you, because this new path is so much more in alignment with who you are. There might have been things that along the way you got muddied up, you got you got leaves in your hair, and your clothes might have gotten all dirty. So now it's time to wash all of that away and become clean, and really walk this straight and narrow path, and allow this healing to take place so that you can walk the highest and most divine and the path of goodness, Gem, so that you can, it's what's required to walk this path, is just, I'm also getting, it's going to be you might be asking yourself, like, when will the healing ever end? And really, it doesn't really. Um, but it does get easier, it does get lighter, because in the beginning there are really heavy, darker energies that we're healing from. And then, like Tate and the Sylph, it just gets lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter, and a quickening. So yeah, letting go of all of the heavy things that might be weighing you down, might be weighing down your pixie wings, and allowing yourself to really fly and soar into your grand, beautiful future. We have the future, the fairies of the future here. And so I also want to say that there has been some kind of like timeline shift, or there has been some major shift, and which you have done, Gem. You have shifted the perhaps, if you want to say, your destiny or your fate, your timeline. And now you have just been lifted off of one set of railroad tracks and onto another. And now you're on this whole other trajectory and pathway, and it's really exciting. So they want me to come back to this healing. There is more that is wanting to be said. Oh, I've been trying to keep these under 20 minutes, but whatever wants to come through just wants to come through. So it is going to be a never-ending journey of healing, but it's going to feel better and better and better, where at first you might be crying tears of pain, and it's going to feel like you're undergoing energetic surgery. I've been there. I can totally relate, Jem. I just want to give you a hug. And then you'll get to a point where you are crying tears of joy, and you are just feeling more liberated and more free. It does get easier, but this healing is required for you to walk this path. And you might even, for some of you, I am being called to say that your path is the path of being a healer, is being an energetic healer. So especially if you do, energy work on other people, you are going to continuously need to cleanse your energetic field of other people's energy. And even if you don't do that, but you are an empath, you are constantly going to need to cleanse your energetic field of other people's energy, because empaths can really take on other people's energy, and it can affect them. And if they're not aware, it can really start influencing them in not so great ways. So this path that you're on is I'm connecting with a Gemini that's on a very divine, spiritual, important path, and does have that life purpose of uplifting the planet's consciousness in some way, some shape or form. And it doesn't matter if you are outright a spiritual healer, or you are some kind of artist, an actor, a musician, an engineer, whatever it is, there is a spiritual divine purpose behind it, even if on the outside it doesn't appear that way. So that's what's wanting to come through. Now, the last card, I did speak a little bit about this infertility, about the blue, about throat chakra and communication. So whatever it is, you are getting ready to speak and talk and share everything that you are experiencing. So I'm getting announcement. So you are preparing to make some kind of announcement, whether saying we just had a baby, or I'm changing my careers, I'm moving house, perhaps, for some of you, For some of you, you might be coming out. Some of you are perhaps transgender. You know, I'm just trying to give as many examples as possible, but it's all going to be different for all of you. So, but yeah, there is some kind of announcement that you are preparing to make to really let people know of this new path that you're on. I also got the example of some kind of wow. Okay, so I just connected. I just felt like I connected with a Gemini that had perhaps a long history of addiction or trauma or mental illness of some sort, and they've had some kind of huge revelation that has just been so healing and so transformative for them, and now they're about to come out and make this announcement and say, I'm no longer the person you knew me as. I'm no longer an alcoholic. I no longer maybe I have OCD, or there is just some huge change and realization that you are wanting to announce to the world. So, Gem, I really hope that this message was of great value to you, and if you did get value from it, please hit that like button, and I'd love it for you if you joined the Inspired by Ease tribe by subscribing and clicking the notification bell so you can be notified for all my future videos. And feel free to check out my Etsy store, even if you don't want to buy anything. It might just inspire you to look at the things that I have on there and my other paintings and stuff. So everything that I'm creating, is meant to be enjoyed. And you can also support me on Patreon for just $1 a month. And, there's all sorts of great bonuses that I will be starting to share with my patrons. And just remember the magic, Gem. Just remember to see the magic, and it's all coming together, and I'm so excited for you. And really speak your truth, speak it, of course, when you're ready, and courage and healing is on your side. I love you so much. You are never, ever, ever alone, and always be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Love you so much. Bye.